Hey up everyone, it's ThunderSnow here, and you know what time it is. It's time for a bit of Spacials. Now, I've received some feedback about some of the current setups I have, and I completely agree that I am lacking in certain areas. I was complaining that during a lot of the big building work that the staff was leaving their posts, nothing was being made and nothing was being transported. In that regard, I should really start setting up jobs. Now, for the same price as one officer of the next tier, you can employ 3 red shirts for the same cost. So, in my mind, it's still better to have the staff power than the individuals, but that doesn't excuse the fact I should have started filling out the job matrix. It's something I've been really laxing, the whole setting up of the staff, and it's something which I actually wanted to show off as part of the game to explain how it works, which I haven't done. I've just focused on building and let everybody do everything, when really I should have been doing this from the start, so I apologise, that's a letdown on my end. So let's start fixing some of that now. I have in here 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 cooking machines. So I'm just going to set 9 people to the cooking job. This way, when I start building more of my base, they won't leave that job. I'm going to have them dedicated permanently. Then when I start building the cabins for the officers, I will just convert them all up, give them all upgrades. I'm making enough money now to warrant actually upgrading some people, so I'm going to get them and do that. But before that, let's get going on this. There are 2 people I don't want to put to cooking. The rest of them are all fair game. They can all go anywhere, they can all be allocated anywhere. So, the first 2 are... I think Jesuita was one, and Turney was the other. So let's have a look. Let's look at the equipment. There was Turney, which I definitely know, and Jesuita was the other one. Right, so Turney and Jesuita has to stay as... I'm going to leave them all open, they can do everything. In fact, they won't do everything. I'm going to do... take cooking off. And cooking off, that means I won't accidentally assign them as cooking. Now, if you notice the different colours on these bars, the more green the colour is, the more skills that person has in that current job. So as you can see, cooking, this guy, Avery, or this girl, sorry, Avery, has 15 experience, which is the maximum they can actually achieve whilst at the red shirt level. Anybody who's in brown hasn't quite hit the maximum research points yet, as in experience points for that job. So we can start allocating people to jobs based on how much experience they've already got in them. So for the cooking, everybody has pretty much full experience for everything across the board. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these top 8 people here are all going to be my chefs. We're going to turn off everything except for cooking. And they're going to be some top quality chefs by the time I finish with them. We don't want them engineering, we don't want them hospitality, pharmacy, research, nope. I will have a designated research person as well, as has also been commented. A big thank you to PK Game Only, who's the one that commented on my lack of organisation with the staff. And they rightly pointed out that I can be a lot more efficient by setting up the groups and the actual job targets. Restocking, cleaning, no, the chefs don't clean, they just do chef work. Chemistry, don't need. I will leave restocking, so once they get to a point where there's no more jobs to cook, or if their pallets run out, they will then restock themselves, so that stays on. Recycling, no, but they will have firefighting, and that will still take priority, because we're going to switch the numbers now. So we want cooking over restocking, and we want firefighting over both. So these I can set these to 51 if I want, but I'm going to go for 75 just to be in the middle ground. I'll set them all. And then restocking at 50. The next one down will be Ichabod. You, my friend, are going to be researching In fact, no. He's going to do everything. I'm not just going to set him to research only, but I will set research... Where's research? There we are. I will set that to 89. So his priorities go... Firefighting is always the top for everybody. Then he's going to go research if there's research to do. Once he runs out of research, or I forget to set it, which you know that's going to happen, he will then start doing every other job. So that's him set, that's fine. The rest of the production I'm going to leave for now. I will start setting them jobs up shortly, but for now, that was the main one I wanted to sort out. Did I actually turn cooking off for everyone else? Not equipment matrix, go away. Job matrix, and then everyone else. Cooking has to go no. That means that the people who aren't going to be chefs won't start using the machines, which will stop the chefs from using them. Because, yeah, the chefs do the chef working. Go. So everyone else, get out, chefs come in. I know I've only set 8 workers to do kitchen work, and there are 9 machines in there, but they're going to have to swap and change. Okay, and that means that my researcher will start doing a lot better for research. Again, thank you for PK Game Only for a lot of the tips that is sent through. What I am going to do now as well, I have 10,000 monies. So, let's first of all build these 4 walls. Not you. Cancel. Cancel. And we'll set the game speed up so that we can actually start getting somewhere. Also, another thing I was questioned on, why I keep having to move rooms around, and that also was just bad planning in the beginning. When I first started out the series, I originally built the initial base just to show people the basics, because I think getting into this game, or a big barrier for this game, is that if you don't understand the global research queue for production, that can slow you down so much in the game, because it gets rid of a lot of the micromanaging. You don't have to set your values for what you need to make, and once it's run out you don't have to reset them. So the initial base was just really to show off the key points to get someone started, so that they can actually just, enjoy the game themselves from there. Not for me to show them everything, just to give them the basics. And because of that, the base was slapdash. It was just thrown out. It wasn't actually planned. So when I started planning this base out and decided the shape I actually wanted, the old base kind of was in the way. So I had to move the rooms to somewhere else to then build the actual structure I want, and then move the rooms back in. So I had to move the rooms twice just to get them where they should be. I hope that I haven't annoyed too many people in that way, and fingers crossed I haven't, and if I have, well, I apologise. It is all bad planning because I haven't actually planned any of it. I have a general idea of what I'm going to do, and then I just do. Anything that crops up along the way, I sort out there and then. I don't really spend the time planning all this out on paper before I start. So, yeah. Sorry. Because I want to start opening up more places, I have plenty of money. Right, first thing I'm going to do, because I have plenty of money, we're going to put another visitors dock down. Don't want to put it in here because I need to move these. Research. That will do. Swap you around to do the next object, which was... I'm sure it was under the tavern, not hospitality. Not hospitality. Recreation, right, arcade, so I can start putting the arcade room in. That's good. I'm going to build a wall on this side. I don't know if I want to join this up. No, I'm not going to join that up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it down here instead. And then we'll clear out all this greenery. Right, okay. Yep, and then in there's going to be all the docks. I'm going to put one in now that I'm going to build. And then in the future, once I've got a bit more money, I'll start putting these 2 in. And whilst I'm here, give me a couple of dividers, because Where's copy? There we go. There we go. I want to put some dividers in here, just as like privacy for the beds. Not there because it'll block the cabinet. So we'll do that. This is for tourists, I believe. Yes, so tourists can still get in and out without getting into this area. And I'm going to put the dock right over there. Come on, that one. Are you all working or are you just sat there doing nothing? Oh, it's because I'm fully stocked. Right, okay, I need to sell some stuff. That's my bad. All I will do now, though, is change the inventory status. Because all these are now fully done. Let's double up. If it can't go on the pallet either, then it can go into the main storage. So there's no excuse not to be making things. Ale, I can make ale now. Do I have squishy red stuff? I do. So let's keep 100 ale as well. Now everybody should have something to do. Yay. This pallet here is a bit short. Come here, give me a pallet. It's just been restocked. I was about to shout at you, droid. But you did well. You did good. So, crew quarters, how many can I get in here? I will need... Let's have a look. If I were to say upgrade... it's going to be my chefs. Do I want to upgrade my chefs first or my away team? I think I'll do my away team. So, Jesuita, you... Or is it Jesuita? I'm not sure, but I'm sure you don't mind. Right, so you're going to spec into... You're the healer. So you're going to spec into a medic. And then you're going to go into a field medic, probably. Because I'm going to have you as the away team. You need... Let's have a look. A room of 5 aesthetics, 1 basic bed. But there are no limits on size. Normally, if you were to go to, say, field medic, you need a room of minimum of 9 tiles. But for a medic, you just need 1 basic bed and a room of 5 So as just the first upgrade, you actually need less than I thought you did, because I thought you actually needed 9, or at least 4 space for the first upgrade, and you needed to give them enough decoration and extras for the room to make them happy. Like this, you have to give them a human skeleton and 3 decor. Decor. Here you don't have to actually look at decor, you just have to do the aesthetics. Which is actually interesting because I can fit a lot more rooms in than I actually first thought. The only problem is, I don't want to upgrade everybody, because if I upgraded all of my staff, it would triple my wages, my costing. But let's see what we can actually fit in here. You lot, keep going. I'll leave you on ×3. So, if you need a... I think we'll do it as a 4, and then you've got a 3, that don't work. Sizing's wrong. How can we do this a bit better? We'll do this as a test, because I want to see if I can get the aesthetics to 5 within a 4 square room. I'll put a door on this thing. Not a security door, a bit too expensive for my blood. You go away. I can't see because of these flowers, but I don't want to get rid of them, these plants, because technically, when you look at it like this, it gives the environment some sort of foliage. If I were to delete it, then it'd just look bland and bare, which I don't want. So I'll try and delete as little as possible. And something I haven't done for a long while is actually look at the station with its walls up. This is something you won't see very often. And it does look a lot different. And you'll notice that the walls... What's that floating in the air for? I'll get to that in a second. You'll notice that the walls are actually based on what the flooring is. So you can see what different coloured, what they have, same floor, what different coloured flooring tiles does to the walls. So yeah, that's not bad for a bathroom. And not bathroom, a shower room. That's not bad for an arcade room with the walls. Engineering looks okay. Food, it looks okay. And this just looks pimping. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. Let's drop the walls down so I can actually see what I'm doing. And we'll try and get this to a decor of 5. Floor. Now what do we need for quarters? We do have a solid quarters floor, but I don't think that's quite right. Can't wait to put the technical down in somewhere. It's going to be for the shipbuilding. Yes, we'll fix them then, please. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does that mean that this can actually be used for the first level officers? I need to test that because that is because that is an aesthetics of 6. There's no minimum room requirements and there's no decor limit, as in a minimum. So technically, if I upgrade someone, they should still be able to use this room. I think we should actually, we'll do an experiment. So who is doing what? Right, Abraspan, you're the first one to get an upgrade. Congratulations, you are the first officer to ever be upgraded. You are going to become a scientist. And I am going to check you vigorously to make sure that all your needs are met. I might have to allocate you a bed. But if that's the case, then I will do that. Congratulations! Yay! See, that's first officer ever been upgraded. And before she gets annoyed and storms out, let's find her and see what's going on. Right. No, what did I just do? I changed the floor. Oh, everything in that room's going to end up getting damaged now. Thank you. Yeah, that was my bad, but yeah, right. You are saying all your demands are met so far. I think I might have been overthinking the upgrades for the officers. So we will. Is the staff in alphabetical? So A, B to H. So to Hermie. To Hermie. They are in alphabetical. So you are doing. I think you're set to kitchen. Let's have a look. You're set to cooking, yep. So you can become a scientist. Congratulations, number 2. Not actually number 2, there's going to be number 8 by the time I finished. Now it might be a little while before I actually start upgrading people to the 3rd spec, because 3rd spec, you've got a lot of experience. 3rd spec is going to actually cost me room size. I'm going to have to specifically design the rooms. Which I don't mind doing, it's more about finding the space to do it and the time to put into each one. And Hermie, so this should be then. What am I after? Spec. Scientist, go! So this should mean that all of my jobs are done, yes. Okay, so as long as nobody starts complaining, I'm going to be happy with that. Yes, we're going to have a hit to my income because I am paying a double wage for them. Why are you 3 here? You shouldn't be cooking. I don't understand why they were cooking. I have no redundancy either in the kitchen. I've got 8 staff, 8 staff, 9 machines. But also if one staff goes and sleeps or one gets injured or has to go to the hospital, I'm going to be short staff. I might put 1 extra in because I now have staff just idle. It just shows you how much more you can get out of your staff if you actually put them in the correct places. Now at hospitality there's going to be 1, 2. No, you're going to be medical. Who are you? Carrie Badash. Carry Badash, congratulations, you are now the scientist. Carry. Let's see what your jobs were. Everything except that, but now you are becoming a medic. You can't become a medic. Who can be a medic? Somebody please give me a medic. Job metrics for medics are medicine. Nobody's green. Oh no, you are. Rosalia, you are now a medic. Congratulations. There. Rosalia, congratulations, you are now a fully formed medic. Yes. Which means I can also but I can also upgrade. Turney was going to be the attacker one day, you're going to be the security. Let's have a look at jobs and XP. Oh, what equipment? Yeah, you have the laser gun. So you're going to become security. Congratulations. And Jesuita was the healer. You're going to become a medic, and then, yeah, you're probably going to field medic eventually. Okay, so I have to make sure everybody is happy. How can I tell? You've got a grumpy face. No, the demands are not being met. Demands are not being met. Okay, so I've just done something which... Now, I'm hoping that I can just allocate a bed to them. So if I go here, I can give ownership to Abra. Now, let's see, in room aesthetics, 5, no. You might need your own room yet, and 1 basic bed. So if I select that, does that mean Abra's got her demands met? It seems that way, so I can do that for all of these that I've just made. I like the fact that you can actually put them all into, like, you can still keep them in a communal place and still allocate them their own beds, so, not you, so that you have a bed, you don't. It tells you there if they've got a bed. Yeah, and you can still keep them as like dormitories. You've got a bed? Nope. You now have a bed. I think I might have just enough, but I'm going to have to put some more beds for the red shirts, because now there are no beds for the red shirts.